So, hello and welcome to Guess Where, the Lucy Mackenzie Humane Society. Oh, I'm sure you do want to go. And have we got treats for you? We've got a lot of dogs and we have kittens. We have kittens everywhere. Whoops! And the kittens range in age from about 10 weeks to upwards. But they're all pretty small. They're all saying, meow, please take me home. We are so sweet. And some of them are little. We've got grey ones, grey and white ones. We've got mainly ginger and white, haven't we? Yes. And I can't remember how many I counted in here, about 10. I don't know where the rest of them are. Maybe there's somewhere in here. Anybody in there? No, nobody in there. I don't know where they're all hiding now. But they are so sweet. And you know, every house needs a cat. And a lot of wonderful people do actually adopt the older cats. And oh, look at this. And but a lot of people like to have a kitten. And so just be very careful, please, if you adopt a kitten, if you have young children. You know, yeah, I'm talking about sort of maybe 3 or 4 and down, because they can, you know, pick up the kittens and then drop them by accident, or the kitten maybe gets a little too feisty, and so it's not always a good mix when you have very young children. But oh, these are so enchanting. In fact, what I would suggest is that you adopt 2 kittens, because then they'll play with each other and they won't get lonely when you have to go out to the office or anything like that. No. Oh, yes, there is somebody in there. Look, you see? There's somebody in there. Oh, dear. They are very funny. So I do want to persuade you to come down to the Lucy Mackenzie and in Brownsville. And honestly, if you just stand there and look, you will go home with a much loved animal in your life. Here we are. So we're going to, as Paula suggested, this is Cats Part 2. Well, we're Kittens Part 2. We're all just a little older than the ones that you've just seen. Oh, look at the colour of this one. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know what you'd call that. It's. I
think it's a buff colour.
Is it a buff colour?
Yes.
I can't remember when I last saw a kitten. Hello. What do I smell? Do I smell good? I smell, oh, you're so sweet. Oh, yes, you are. You're just lovely. Do you want to have a cuddle too? And Buffy, do you want to have a little cuddle? Best there's 2 of you. Right, there we are. Say hello to the camera, can you? All right? Oh, be sweet. Oh, I like Buffy. Buffy says, I really like a cuddle. And you know, when you come home tired, whether, I don't know, you've been to the supermarket, or you've been visiting a sick friend, or you've been at the office, or whatever, there's something about just sitting quietly in an armchair with a cup of tea or coffee, if that's what you prefer, and someone like this in your arms. It's very calming, and this life is, you know, life is just a lot of ups and downs, and so I say there's nothing like somebody like this, just in your arms, just giving you some peaceful times and saying, I'm so glad you're home, I've missed you.
Sweet.
All right, so here we have 2 little, this is Amy, and here we have their name, their names are, I'm not sure.
So we have Dot, who's right here.
Dot, yes.
And then Celine in the back.
Celine, oh, I see. So they are very, very, very shy, because they were with, much adored by an old lady who had to go into assisted living. And so they are not what you would call worldly. They really don't know anything about anywhere or anything except their previous person and their previous home. So they are very, very shy. And they will need, but I would say they definitely had to go together. Do you think, or not?
Sometimes they get into little arguments.
Yes.
So when at night we keep them separate.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. So I think they wouldn't mind either way.
Oh, that's interesting. Yep, so you could just have one, and the one at the back there. Oh dear.
Yeah, Celine is definitely the shy
Celine is
one.
very, very shy, and so she would probably need to start with, you know, a quiet home. I would not children running around or anything like that, I would say.
Yes,
Yeah. Somebody quiet, a quiet couple, quiet person, single person, who, with patience, that's all they need is just to understand that life has changed, but whoever, you know, the new person is very loving and kind to them and understanding. Isn't that right, my darling? Yes. You don't need to shiver, sweetie. I know that just the right person is going to come along, Celine. Yes. And what about other dogs? Would they take to other dogs, do you think?
They may. I think it would depend on the meeting.
Yes, yes.
So pending introduction.
Yes,
Yeah, it'd be
yes.
worth a try.
Yes, exactly. Maybe especially for Celine, because she, you know, some nice quiet older dog, perhaps. I don't know.
It might be helpful, actually.
Might be, yes, it might give her a bit of confidence rather than
Yes.
being an only dog.
Right.
Now, what are you growling for? It's quite all right. We're talking about you and you're on camera. Yes. So please come in and see them, and you know, just quietly. I just actually I'm really fallen in love with these two. I think they're quite personalities in their own way, and they need different handling for their different characters. So I think it's actually quite funny what Amy's saying is that they don't sleep together at night. So because, well, she's very, very, oops, what was that?
A little treat.
That's a very long tongue. A very long tongue. but anyway, please, somebody, I know somebody who's watching is going to say, oh yes, I think that's just the sort of dog that I've been looking for. Someone quiet and loving, and, well, one of us is quiet anyway. Yes. So please come and see them, and as I say, always say, when you see them, you'll fall in love with them.
Is it a girl in the front?
They're both girls.
They're both girls. Okay.
Ready? Okay. So this is Bailey. Hello, folks. Hi, hi. Hello, 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 hello. I'm terribly cheerful. Yes, this is me, Bailey. I like a lot of attention. I'm 2.5 years old. I like some other dogs. I'm a bit picky, but I won't say no to being with another dog. On the other hand, I like a lot of attention. We are, what do we say, Chihuahua, maybe some Jack Russell, something like that. You know, but as I say often, we're all mixes, so what does it matter? And I love lots of exercise, he told me. Lots of exercise. I would love to have a really nice pending yard with lots of toys for me and chew things, the good chew things. And yes, and I would really rather be in a household, what is it, sweetheart, where I have company. Okay, shall I get down with you? Whether or not I ever get up, I don't know, but anyway. I would rather be with someone who is around all the time. And to serve me, of course, to serve Bailey. Look after Bailey, feed Bailey, walk Bailey, cuddle Bailey, all of those things. Oh, 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 oh. But I think he's a sweet little guy. And he came in, what, was it a month ago?
Bailey.
Bailey.
He came in about a month ago, actually.
Yes, because we did him, I remember. We were outside, I think, yes. So he says, I'm still looking for my one and only and lasting love to come riding by in a chariot, of course, and pick me up and take me home. All right? So we are not sure, as we say, whether he would like company, and no children. He's too small, really, for that. And hopefully someone who's understanding and, yes. Look what's going on. He's very, very intelligent. I wonder if he'd like something, Amy, if he'd like to do what are those courses you do?
Agility?
Agility.
Sure.
I think that would be lovely, because I get the feeling this is a very clever dog, and he needs to have his mind occupied and used.
Yes.
And that would be great fun to do something like that, or you could build his own course or things like that. All right? So please come and see Bailey. He is just waiting for, as I say, the right person to come and take him home. Isn't that right, sweetie? Yes, yes, yes.
Bailey.
I know. Okay, so this is Leonard. Sorry we've got the wrong end, but he'll be turning around in a minute, and he's terribly handsome, really handsome. So is he hound mix?
Yeah, he's really all hound and
All hound.
and behavior and
Yeah, foxhound or whatever. Yeah, come on, Leonard, would you mind? Could we possibly see your handsome face?
yeah. Let's go over
No,
there.
no, come on. No, well, now he's looking at something else. Oh, he sees the cats over there. I think probably a home without cats. Come on, Leonard.
Yes, yeah.
So he is 8, do we say?
Yeah, he's about 8 years old.
Whoopsie, 8 years young, and very sweet. Where did he come? Did he come from down south? From down south?
No, he came actually from a shelter in Delaware who was helping out the North Carolina hurricane victims.
Oh yes.
The animal victims of that storm.
Yeah, there are a lot of dogs coming up, and we certainly could do with your help. If you felt like putting a check in the mail or something like that, because we are getting a lot of extra animals here who are coming up as a result of the hurricane. And, well, 2 or 3, I can't keep up with the number of hurricanes we've had, and it's so hard on the animals. And so, you know, he's probably lost his home and his other people, but he's a real sweetheart. And does he get on with other dogs?
It's a kind of depending on the
dog. Yes.
He may not, but it could be worth it. We'd be willing to try.
Yes. Well, it's the same with people. I mean, not all people, not all people get on together. But anyway, I would think definitely from the way that Leonard has his eyes fixed, no cats.
Yes.
No cats. And because he's a hound, he really would need a fenced-in yard.
Yes.
Because hounds tend to smell something and have an incredible sense of smell. It's really interesting. And Walkie's probably on a leash. But a lot of it, we need a lot of exercise too. Love that. Like climb Mount Washington and Moosalok and all of those things. Ascutney. Yes, that's for me, isn't it, darling? Yes, he said, I'm a hound dog. And yeah, we should call him Elvis, nothing but a hound dog. Yeah. He's just very sweet. So he hasn't been here for very long then?
No, he's probably been here for about a month.
About a month, yeah. So it's time. He said, it's time my real people, my new people came along and gave me the love and affection that I really, really would appreciate, and in return I will give back to you in spades. No, many, 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 much more. Well, I don't know about that, Len. Look at that. He's just so sweet.
Very well behaved.
Very well behaved. So has he seems very obedient. Does he know any of the, can you sit, Leonard?
Well, we are working on the basic
We're working
commands,
on it. We're working on it.
He's gentle.
He's very sweet. And what about children? So if he's gentle, he wouldn't be all right, yeah.
Older kids, he likes his belongings
yes.
a lot.
Yes, yes.
And he might not want to share his belongings with kids.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean, if you've been flooded out and suddenly you've lost your home and your people, you might be a little over-concerned, perhaps, with your belongings. So, isn't that right, sweetheart? Oh, I love the sort of dewlap here. Yes, lovely. Very handsome guy, and will give you a lifetime of love. So please, come and take him home. It's all I say all the time about any animal here. Please come and take them home, and you'll never regret it. Okay, Leonard, so can you say goodbye to everybody, darling? I think he's a tiny bit camera shy.
Hey, buddy, Jeremy. Hey, buddy.
So this is Bailey. How old is Bailey?
Bailey is about almost 7 now.
And she's been here for some time, hasn't she?
She has. She's
Yes.
been here, I think, over a year.
Oh, that's too long. And yeah, I mean, she's very active. Again, needs a lot of exercise, and we are just a little bit overweight. But we could get rid of that, you know, good walks and a nice yard to run in, And what about other dogs? Does she get on with her? Some?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Cats, no.
No cats, definitely no cat. And yes, and other dogs, and it might be good for her because she could play with them too,
Yes, yeah.
and have play times, which again would be exercise. But she's an awfully. What's her history, Amy?
She was brought in as a surrender a while back. They couldn't care for her.
Yes.
So she is on a special diet to prevent her skin from getting all red and itchy.
Oh yeah.
But that's it.
Yes,
That's her only
yes,
thing.
Yes. But she has been here for a long time, and I think I can see Bailey riding around in a truck.
Yeah.
In the front seat, of course, next to in the passenger seat, saying, all right, now we turn right here, and be careful around this rotary, and one thing. And I think she might be a bit of a backseat driver, to be honest, but I think she would really enjoy that. And she does need some firm handling. She would, but nice, in a nice way. And she is strong, so you would need to be fairly strong to manage her. And I think she would truly, truly love to do obedience classes. And then when we lost a little bit of weight, we could do maybe the agility classes. And I know I'm always recommending those, but it does such a lot of good for the dog and for the dog's person, because you really get to know each other and to bond with each other on things like that. And then you can do the exercises at home too. So with Bailey, you would really need to have definitely teenagers and up, because she is she's quite strong. But all of those more difficult things about Bailey, don't let them hide the fact that she is a sweet, sweet and loving dog.
She's a good
and
dog.
a good dog. Very thoughtful, very kind dog, and you don't always find that. And so she really, really does need a home and her own people to attach to and look after, because that's the sort of dog she is. Yes. So please think hard about Bailey, and please come in and talk with her, and come in several times, walk her, and just take her home. So I think from here, from Lucy Mackenzie, we would like to say thank you to all the wonderful people who do come and adopt animals and take them home and give them happiness in their life. And I would also like to say thank you to the staff who work here. It's not an easy job. Every day you hear some story that makes you cry, so they do a wonderful job here. So it's very much a mutual arrangement, and we just thank everybody who's involved in either adopting or looking after the animals. So thank you, and please give whoever you have, four-legged friend you have in your life, please just give them an extra hug today.